Salam, hello, welcome back to the Hijabi. I'm Bibi and I usually make videos about living beautiful. If this is your first time, don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and I hope to see you in my next. In today's video, we're going to talk about Disney World. It's going to be full of information, so buckle up, bring your favorite drink, get a cup of tea or coffee. I will be talking about 5 things to avoid when you're planning a trip to Disney World. So let's start with number 1. And I have my notes here, so I'm going to be looking down just in case. I want to make sure that I give you all the information so you don't make the same mistakes that I did or that I see other people doing. So number 1 mistake is to not plan your trip with more than 60 days in advance. And that's because now you require not only to purchase a ticket but also to make a park reservations, and they have limited capacity, so you want to make sure that you have a reservation for the park that you want to go. B is reservations for sit-down restaurants open with 60 days in advance. If it's a popular restaurant, and I will say most of the restaurants get reserved right away, so make sure that you set up an alarm for that day, and the reservations open at 6 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, basically Orlando time. So even if you try at 5:45, some people have been able to make a reservation at that time, but they go so quickly. When I went, I actually was not able to get any reservation. Everything was fully booked, so I really don't want you to miss on that. And C, if you are Muslim, Jew, vegetarian, or have any food allergies, it is very important that you do plan this ahead, because after you have your sit-down reservation at a restaurant, then you have to call, and I'm going to give you the number. You have to call 407-824-1391 and let them know what are your preference and where are you going to be dining at what time, so they can have your halal meal or kosher meal or vegetarian or vegan or whatever restrictions you have, and also mention it once you arrive to the restaurant that day. And if you are not planning on eating in any more of the fancy restaurants, if you just want a quick service restaurant, then you can email special.diets@disneyworld.com, so they can accommodate your dietary restrictions and you can have the meal of your preference that day. And therefore, it is important that you plan ahead, because you need to know where are you going to be eating that day. And if you do have to call, be ready to be on hold for a very long time. I'm just giving you a heads up. So number 2, another mistake is not getting familiar with the My Experience app ahead of time. So here is where you will see something that I'm going to be mentioning a lot during this video, and it's the Genie Plus. So have it ready in your phone, scroll through it so you can learn how to use it. In the app at home, you're going to find a section that says Disney Genie Services. When you click in there, you will have 2 sections. On the left, you will have your tip board, and on the right, My Day. So the tip board, it is free. Actually, the app is free, but there is certain things that you can add in the app that will require extra charge. But the tip board, I find it very useful because it gives you waiting times for the rides, and also gives you the next reservation that you can make if you had purchased Disney Genie Plus, which will allow you to book a ride and don't have to go through the full line. You can go through a shorter line that it's called Lightning Lane. So I just don't want you to get confused. Disney Genie, it's free. Disney Genie Plus, it's not. Okay, let's just leave it like that for now, and I will explain you more later. And you could also see this section that says dining. In here you can see when is the next reservation available at quick services, and if there is availability in a sit-down restaurant. You could also see it here, and as I say, they are real-time and you can book just by clicking in here, or you can pre-order or order your meals in the same way. In the other section on the right where it says my day, here you are going to set up your preference of rides. So this section helps you to set up your preference, including rides, activities that you would like to do, restaurants. And first you need to link your tickets and your park reservations here, then your photo pass or movie maker. Then you can link your dining reservations, and they will be appearing on your schedule that day. And the third, you could also link your photo pass and movie maker. And fourth, and very important, you can link your hotel reservation. So it could be in an official Disney resort, or it could be in a Disney neighbor resort, and that will help you. So because they both have certain perks that you want to take advantage of, and it will be all ready to go. You will have access. If we go back to home, you could also see that there is a map here, and this section I find it very helpful because it tells you in real time what are the waits, and it tells you, is basically you can see right in the map if you are nearby a ride that doesn't have a line, or it has very little line, so you can maximize your time in the park. Number 3 mistake is not adding the Disney Genie Plus service at the time that you purchase your tickets. And this is a mistake because you could only add one day at a time, the morning that you are going to the park. So either you can do it at 7 a.m. or you have to get a crew member to help you and add it. So it is just time consuming, and there is almost like time sensitive stuff that you want to book, and you don't want to be holding off, especially when you are rushing and everybody's trying to book it at the same time. So the number 4 mistake is not buying the memory maker with at least 3 days prior to your trip. And that's because it goes up in price. I didn't know, and I checked that the day before or a couple of days before, and it was more expensive. So instead of paying $169, you end up paying $199, basically $200 for the same thing, just for not booking it on time. And what is this service about? So the memory maker, it is a photo and video services that gives you unlimited pictures, and you're able to download them all with no watermark. So through the whole trip, up to 30 days. So like if you're staying a week or 2, or if you're going a few times in the same month, then you only need the one. And you could also link other passes or other people's photo passes to yours, so you guys can share the pictures, and there is no need to be transferring pictures in other way because it will be already there. And you have after that 45 days to download them, and yeah, they're a good resolution. And the number 5 mistake is not taking advantage of the early or extended hours at the park. So who gets early access to the park? Guests staying at the official Disney resorts and guests staying at Disney neighbor resorts, which sometimes they don't even specify if it's a good neighbor resort or not. But anyways, everybody gets 30 minutes early access to the park before the park opens, and it applies to all the parks. And I think that if you are one of those guests, it's extremely important because you can get lots done, or you can check one of your favorite rides out of the list like early in the morning. Now, on the other hand, the extended hours, those are only available for people that are staying in official Disney resorts. So the extended hours as it is right now, not every park has extended hours. So basically you have to check which park is going to be having extended hours. And I suggest that you do it before you make a park reservation. That way you can be in the right park that day to take advantage of the extended hours. And what about if you are not a guest from Disney resort? Then I will recommend that you rope drop, so you can also check one of your favorite rides early in the morning. And what is rope drop is basically be there at the time that they are opening. So I would suggest arriving to the park at least ideally an hour before the park opens. That way it gives you time to get into the gates, to get familiar with the area, take a few pictures, and make yourself and go to the section that you will want to, where is the ride that you are trying to rope drop. Guys, this is all for today. I'm going to actually upload another video just talking about Disney Genie Plus and all the benefits, because I know that there is so much information that I don't want to overwhelm you. But thank you so much for watching. Salam and subscribe, and see you in my next video. And
show them.
Oh, you want me to show them?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. My son just gave me this chocolate. Thank you. Okay guys, I'm going to start, okay? Continue with my video. It's only 5 minutes.